The time has arrived.
We made it.
We are back with top 8 of our 1.5K League Cup. We've got Paul, a familiar face on the stream, piloting his Lost Zone deck, and
Hilariously
Charlie Kerr.
using those super effective glasses.
Correct. And Charlie Kerr playing Gardevoir. So 3 Gardevoirs in a row here we're going to see.
Yep.
It's like Paul opening the...
Paul sitting in the same spot as he was earlier in the day. Well, that's a wild die. Okay.
Charlie ain't messing around today. He's throwing this stuff everywhere.
Yeah. All right. I think Charlie won the flip.
I feel like this matchup is more in Lost's favor.
I would say so. I mean, you know, early aggression from Cramorant, just picking out those small one prizers early.
I don't like Charlie's start either. I think he's starting the Jirachi.
Did you catch whether he mouthed going first or second?
I feel like Gardevoir wants to go first.
You would think.
Just because you want to set up many things and you want to evolve into Mirage Step as quickly as possible.
Gotta wait for the go ahead.
But with that hand,
what did you peek?
not much.
What is that, Manaphy?
Manaphy, Super Rod, Research. There is an Ultra Ball.
I never like seeing my Manaphy in hand. I always prefer just to search for it, and if it's ever in hand, I'm scared.
I think Tropius is a pretty okay attacker in this one. Rally back, being able to swing for 120.
Okay.
Knocking out a Curlia is pretty good.
Yeah, offering up a single prize too.
Or depending on what the card that's attacking you is, you could probably knock out most things hitting for 120 because they're getting damage from the Gardevoir EX.
Paul's list we've seen before. Yeah, Radiant Charizard late game coming in, taking a KO on maybe Zacian or something like that. Which it looks like Charlie does play.
Does not play a dark option for the super effective glasses, so that's a couple of cards that are probably going to be pitched with Comfy.
Yeah, like Minior this time probably won't be MVP.
No.
We know what it did earlier.
It did its job.
And we'll never forget that.
It got him 502. So waiting for our players to start.
Yeah, I'm curious as to who decided to take the first. Or, you know what I mean? Like Charlie decided. What else is in that hand? Do we have any? We have an Ultra Ball. I have an Ultra Ball.
Looks like we're going to get ready to start here.
Oh, okay, Jirachi start. Leading off with that cram. Not a Comfy, but...
So Paul's going to be going first here. Going to see a Nest Ball come down.
Wait, does that mean Charlie won the flip but decided to go second?
I believe he did decide to go second.
Interesting.
Are we going to see the Pidgeot immediately?
I guess because Lost probably wants to go second.
So 4 Seal
More
Stone.
than you care.
Yep, 4 Seal Stone. Instantly going to grab that Battle VIP pass more than
Yeah,
likely.
you're not risking it. There's no need to. You need the setup. You need to apply the pressure.
Going to grab ourselves some Comfies here more than likely. Search out those prizes. See what is in there. And then just simply shuffling nothing back.
Yeah, I mean, assessing his prize cards as well.
Yep, going to see what energies we have. Paul only plays 6 total energy, so those are definitely going to be, if they're prized or they get lost zoned, every one counts. Granted, most of the deck only attacks are 1 to 2 energy, so it's not a big deal, but we still want to make sure we have access to them at all times.
Getting to a straightforward setup here with 2 Comfy on Paul's side.
Looks like we're going to see an escape rope here.
Yeah.
Free switch.
Free
Obviously, going to
switch.
go ahead and do our first flower selecting. Minior.
It's going to be tough.
2 pretty useless cards.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, which one do I do?
Do I need these super effective glasses? Let's make him think about it. All right, see you later, Minior. Charlie doesn't even need to read that card because he's a god. Gonna go ahead and flower selecting again. He finds himself a Colress, which is very good for next turn.
Between that and the Nest Ball, certainly. Gonna put those glasses on the Cramorant anyway.
So our top 8 consisted of Baldemar, Brandon Salazar, Charlie Kerr, Hunter Butler, Ivan Tabares, Pablo Marquez, Paul Carpinella, and Sean Cohen.
Cool.
So we know a bunch of these decks. Baldemar playing that Charizard deck. Hunter's playing Charizard.
Yeah, I believe that's the current mirror match right now.
And then we've got 1 Gardevoir with Charlie Kerr. We've got 1 Lost Zone with Paul here. I'm not sure what Pablo's playing, and then Sean is piloting that Gardevoir. So we got 2 Gardevoirs. We've got 2 Charizards. 1 Miraidon. Sally's playing Miraidon. And then we just got to find out what Ivan and Pablo are playing at table 1. So pretty good spread.
Top.
Yeah, pretty good
pretty
spread.
varied.
No Mew.
Those glasses on the Cramorant are just funny.
All right. So
What did we were able to get up to 2 in the lost zone for Paul on his turn?
5, 6, and 7. So Charlie drew some pretty good cards here. I saw Radiant Greninja. I think I saw another Ralts and that Mew. So if he's able to pivot from the active position here, he can definitely find himself a Mew at the very least. But his setup is basically there. Gonna just pass.
He's just gonna pass it back. Oh, Charlie.
Charlie knowing what he's doing. He's saying, I'm gonna count my. Kind of want to make sure that my opponent, if he chooses to Iono maybe, thinks that I don't have that great of a hand. But we do know that that is going to be a big Colress here.
Yeah.
2 energy in the Colress is never something you want to see. So it's going to be a snap choice of that. I think it was a Clara that he chose not to get.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Or he's choosing to take.
Clara plus energy as your choices in your Colress. That stinks.
Yeah, I think he's going to choose to get rid of that Comfey and the grass energy here. Clara is a very important card when you only play a certain amount of energy, and it's very good to recycle your Radiant Charizard.
Playing 2 copies in the deck as well. Again, in combination with the energy and the choice of the Colress experiment. Unfortunate.
That does put us up to 4 in the Lost Zone. This would be our 5th. Sableye definitely here to stay, I would imagine. Going to get rid of that Pokegear.
We have a switch for the Cramorant.
I actually don't know if he has a switch.
Oh, yeah,
Plays the Fog Crystal.
Get a Psychic Energy, manual attach, retreat.
Does play Psychic Energy as well as Sableye and Comfey to search.
If he goes for the, if he retreats to the other Comfey, you bet he probably has a switch to the Cramorant.
More than likely.
Right? Yeah. Lost Paul is just that.
Fog Crystal's not a card you see super often in Lost Zone decks. They do typically play Sableye and Comfey, but not very many of them play Psychic Energy outside of the Giratina variants.
So, but Sable's are as this one is. You know?
Yep, and he's still playing it. So
yep.
Able to grab an energy here is pretty good, especially if you need that as your pivot option to go into this Cramorant and knock out the active. Pretty good pull there.
Solid card grabbing Psychic Energy or Psychic Pokemon, right?
So gonna go ahead and attach more than likely to the active here just to pay for retreat. I don't see a switch option.
Right? I don't see an escape.
I think he's got that TM that's
no, I think
wings
was that a switch?
280. No, I think it's a TM that swings 280.
Yeah, he doesn't play switch, just regular switch. I thought that was the other.
Depends on what type of energy he's going to come in here. I think the fire is correct, but he opts to go for the psychic. Super effective glasses on the Cramorant that doesn't hit for weakness.
No, but a solid.
Does find a Rhyhorn though, which is an interesting card to hit.
So if this Cramorant was to fall, we have a live supporter.
Radiant Greninja comes down. We do see the Mirage. Nope, that's not the Mirage shop. That's a promo.
Can barely tell.
Reversal Energy comes down onto the Curlia. It's kind of an odd.
What is that telegraphing? That
I'm probably not attacking this turn.
I don't know. Okay.
Gonna go
Charlie,
ahead and
we don't
draw
have enough time for
fresh
that.
6.
You can go ahead and take your cards.
Oh, those is not looking good. Was that a Ralts or was it a Curlia that we saw at the end there?
I was looking at Paul's hand and it was not.
I think we need to see a couple more Ralts.
Good time.
Double rare candy. So he could actually rare candy to the active here.
That's crazy.
If he finds himself a Gardevoir, which I believe he has an
I think
Ultra
he
Ball.
has. Yeah, that's an Ultra Ball. He's definitely fanning out. Oh, wait a second.
I'm retreating. So great. Gonna go ahead and get rid of that Battle VIP pass, draw 2 more cards. With a counter catcher as well. So looking like a lot of these cards have already utilized all of their utility. Gonna retreat into that Radiant Greninja that can survive a spit innocently and just safely start setting up more of the routes so he can get more Gardevoirs out later.
Yeah, gotta set up as much board as you can as Charlie. This loss is definitely going to apply some pressure later with Sableye. Right now, it's going in with the Cramorants.
I think Charlie has to keep in the back of his mind that TM Devolution is a very real card that Paul does play. So if he
I'm sure he knows by now, right?
if he does have a lot of damage counters on an active Gardevoir and Paul's able to start spreading out a lot with Sableye, it can be very easy for Paul to take, 2, 3, 4 prizes by just killing all the Gardevoirs. And that's an easy way for them to take a swift victory towards the end of this game. We are playing best of 3 here, so it is going to be 60 minutes. 52 remaining in this particular round. Top deck's a Colress. That's a pretty good Colress that we want to see here. That's going to put him to exactly 7, which will allow him to Mirage Gate.
Back over to Paul here. Big Colress here.
Paul only plays 1 Mirage Gate.
Yep. I think that's normal for Sablezard, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. Kind of utilizes Raihan a little bit more.
Yeah.
So it can get a energy from the discard pile of the choice.
Yeah, even at 2. But I think that's normal. Charizard ideally is stacking for much less of an energy requirement. Sableye obviously just stacks for 1 all the time.
7 in the loss zone here.
So we've hit capacity for the Mirage Gate. If we wanted to.
Escape rope is big. Something is dying. Going to go straight into the Comfey to continue his onslaught of card draw.
So probably has energy in hand.
Easy get rid of that.
Yeah. Easy choice. Pay the energy to retreat. Oh, it puts down the 5th bench spot is being taken up by another Comfey. Okay.
I think he has that Pidgeot in his hand again.
Yeah, I may not want to play it down, not yet, but...
The one of Mirage Gate.
Interesting.
Probably going to put a Psychic on that Sableye,
Yeah,
if I had to guess, and then put just a random energy on the active, like a grass energy.
To retreat out to the Cramorant. Yeah, set up this... set this.
I love how Paul plays so cleanly. He attaches everything perfectly.
Yeah.
So you can tell he's a seasoned TCG veteran.
Yeah, very clean.
He plays with Miguel a lot, and that's our head judge for the event. So when you got a judge in your play circle, you end up playing clean. Always.
Does opt to go into another Comfey here, so we draw a couple more cards. Does find himself a Raihan or a Switch cart. Kind of a tough choice here. I feel like the Raihan is a good pick, but if you don't have enough Switch options, I'm going to go for another Comfey that's going to get us to 10, and we can start using that Sableye.
Holy cats. Yeah, get rid of those glasses.
Does he have another Switch? And he
I think
does.
he does. Oh,
We're going to go in
goodness.
here. So he could take 2 prizes on both these rolls,
Yep.
or he could start setting up damage
Wow.
on those Curlias.
That's crazy. I think you go for the 2, right? Go down to 3, though.
Going to continue searching a little bit. Got Town Store. Be able to take a card out of the deck, grab that 4
And
Seal
KO
Stone.
1 Ralts and then set up damage on that Curlia with the energy on it, maybe. Going to an even price count.
He could also just knock out the bench Curlia with the energy and put the rest of the damage on the other Curlia to put it down 40. So that way he could kill a Ralts and a Curlia next turn. That's another play he could do. So
Yep, he's deciding to knock out the active and place damage on... Oh,
so Charlie's like, you're not killing my active. Okay, cool. So there's 80, and then he's going to have a little bit more left over.
okay.
I think we just set it up on that other Curlia to make math so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, favoring... Oh, 2 on the Greninja and 2...
I like this play as well. This is going to allow his Cramorant to swing into Greninja and kill it.
Yeah, that is good.
Sorry, KO it.
We've been saying die.
Die X.
Like, it hasn't already been aggressive. Yeah, very skillful placement.
That was so
damage
smooth how
counters.
Charlie just changes the fan direction of his hand so smoothly. He's just
Oh,
like-
right. Charlie's a machine.
So right now it's left to right,
No stranger to...
and then when he's really in deep thought, he's going to jump in and he's going to go right to left. Nope, still left to right.
Thinking this out. Charlie, of course, no stranger to top cuts.
Oh yeah, multi-time regional top placer. Get rid of the level ball, draw a couple more cards here.
That hand is pretty fat.
He does have a Zacian, but I don't think you want to play that down in this matchup. It's just a 2-prize liability that you
Yeah,
can't afford to have.
Charizard will just eat that up.
He does have another Curly on his hand, so he could continue to draw some cards, but which one are we going to evolve? Looks like it's going to be that one over on the other side. I don't know if I agree with this.
Maybe that's signifying that that Ralts is toast.
So evolving this one means, hey, now you can KO my active Ralts and the bench Curly on,
Is this true?
right? So 60-60.
So we need to get out of the active. Let's take out the Sableye. Can we do that? Got to evolve the other Curly up to a
That's
Gardevoir.
Screamtail.
That can do it.
Screamtail could do some damage here.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be what we're going with. Let's see what else he's got to
Charlie is playing the one of Professor Turo scenario, which another way of saying that card is AZ.
Yeah.
So having a huge Gardevoir in the active that has a lot of damage, you could just kind of, AZ, put everything back down. Here we see the rare candy.
Okay. So we are dealing with this Sableye right here. Damage onto the ring. I see. Okay, and then retreating.
And Screamtail's going to be able to take it.
90 damage, right?
Yeah. Well, it's 20 times the amount of damage counter. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Stack damage to KO that Sableye. Ooh, top deck's the Radiant Charizard. So that's a card we want to see probably a couple turns from now, because this is going to be a pretty even prize trade for some time, I would imagine. Don't care about history and heavy ball. Have everything we need here.
Yeah, what do you want to see here? Just another Cramorant, right? We're going to end off the turn here.
I think he wants to Sableye. Like, you just want to start spreading damage like crazy here, especially if you play Devolution.
Yeah.
With the town store to search the Devolution at any time, unless it's in the prizes. That's kind of crazy.
How many cards did he lost zone in this time?
He's at 11 so far.
And Charlie took a prize card.
Oh, Tropius. Now he's at 12.
Yeah, Tropius not needing to see this this matchup here. In a lost zone, it can stay. Let's see.
I think this is a pretty safe Cramorant kill if you can't find the Clara. Super Rod is going to be able to get something back here. There's Clara.
There's the Clara. Probably give up the Chorus, right?
Definitely keep the Clara. I think you take the Escape Rope. You have Town Store in play already. Question is, do I take card draw next turn, or do I take this Escape Rope?
I think I like the Escape Rope.
Yeah.
I think you lose the Chorus.
Everything on the bench dies except for the Gardevoir EX, which you don't want to be any more damage than it already is.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, that was correct.
114 in the lost zone. Crazy. Does have the counter catcher.
And the Escape Rope. Let's see what he brings up. What is your reaction? That, again,
That's
the
a
20
quick-
damage is huge.
quick
Because,
Cramorant kill
Cramorant
here.
Kill can take that.
Which Charlie, I think he says, I'm totally okay losing this. Oh, there's the devolution.
Is this it?
Devolution TM, I don't think you want to do it now. Oh, it looks like he is going to do it now. Probably wants to get that Gardevoir out of play. Guarantee no Gardevoir next play. Because if you get rid of all the Curlias, it may not take any knockouts, but that was rare candied. So this is just going to 100% guarantee that Charlie will not be able to use the Gardevoir EX next turn.
Yeah.
I think he drew that Professor Turos there. See trade number 1 or make do or whatever you want to call it.
Make do. Does he attach the energy to retreat? This is a tough place to be as Charlie. Digging and searching for any information that might be able to help him out here in this turn. So what do you do? I mean, again, you have to restabilize your board, right?
Yeah, you're going to want to evolve that other routes, I feel, because just even adding 2 more damage counters required to kill.
We know that Paul has the
Sableye.
Clara. So if he manages to get the Sableye back again after the turn of de-evolving, this is really bad news bears for Charlie.
Charlie does opt to draw with that psychic energy and not retreat. Charlie has a huge hand, and I don't think he has a way to get this Greninja out of the active. Does have another rare candy, which means Gardevoir is here to stay.
I love that it's Sablezard that we're seeing in the top 8. Like, of all of the lost variants, I
Ah,
feel
the
like that's
Turo.
one, right?
Turo does come out. Now he just attaches a couple more energy from the discard pile of the Screamtail. Or he could boss up something with this counter catcher, excuse me. Get rid of a Comfy and just go ahead and take a knockout with the Screamtail.
Give up a 1 prize or take a prize. I mean, you got to think Cramorant or Sableye comes out as retaliation. This is still, 2 damage counters on that Curlia.
Goes to knock out the Cramorant. I kind of like this play. Let's remove as many attackers as possible.
Absolutely.
We don't know that he has Clara, so that should be a snap play here.
Hold on there. Think about it.
Yeah, the one downside to putting 1 more energy on the Screamtail here is now Sableye kind of runs wild. Let's kill that Curlia and the Screamtail. 60 plus 30. And then he'll have 3 left over to place on the other Curlia in the event that he plays another Ralph down.
Paul's in a very good position here as far as pressure goes.
Yeah, basically solidifying that Charlie cannot play another Ralph.
Cramorant. I guess it's fine.
Probably just playing around like Echoing Horn and things of that nature.
Switch card. Yep, Sableye's about to do his thing. Take 2 more prizes, putting Paul down to 2.
Yeah, knocking out the Screamtail and that other Curlia.
There's a Raihan in hand as well. He still has the Charizard in hand too. Paul.
3 damage
3
remaining.
damage counters on the other Curlia, I presume.
I still feel like putting it on the other Curlia is correct. Because then you have access, if he does get down to 1 prize, you can play the other tool.
Oh, he chose Gardevoir. Going
Okay.
for 7. Okay.
Because Paul plays that tool that punches for 280 when you're at 1 prize.
Mm-hmm. Guaranteeing the knockout on, and it can choose anywhere, right?
Correct.
That's crazy. That card is insane.
Well, no. 280, just 280 damage is what it does.
Oh, okay, so it has to be to the active. So you would require like a boss.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. 280 anywhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought
Cool.
it was the whole time. Holy cats.
Pikachu Zekrom tag team.
So you still need to go boss.
Yeah, Charlie needs to kill this Sableye. I don't know if does he play Lost City or anything like that. No, he does not. So this Sableye's here to stay. Paul did Lost Zone one of his Clara. So Charlie may think, okay, well this Sableye is definitely going away forever.
It's just tough.
But he's got to keep in mind that if he takes his prize here, he's going to go down to 3. And that just means, Raihan, Radiant, Charizard attach is just anything's dead. Whatever it is, it's dead.
Yeah, Charlie knows this, of course, and he's just trying to navigate as best as he can, not,
Probably the reason why.
See, playing to his outs.
That's probably the reason why he chose to play the, or put all the damage on the Gardevoir, because now 70 plus 250 is going to be 320. So that thing can get knocked out. So he can't stall or do whatever he wants. He could just lean on Radiant and Charizard to take a KO on whatever's on the board right now.
Exactly. Yeah, the pressure is on. What can Charlie do?
Yep, so we're going to go ahead and use Gardevoir's ability here to look at the top 2 and add them to your hand. Crazy. And the Iono. Iono's a great card here. So we're going to see a knockout no matter what. That Radiant Charizard was in the hand. Oh, that is not looking good either. So with that Jirachi down, do you want to KO this? Probably, I guess, yeah. I feel like as Paul, you really want to draw cards, right? Like, wouldn't you put up the Comfy no matter what? He drew the punch.
Yeah. That's. Does he have a boss?
I don't think so, but he needs to be at 1 prize to be able to use it. He currently has 2. So a knockout on the Ralts or the Jirachi would do it. He does have counter catcher, but that's not going to do a whole lot. So just a 110 swing. Could Charlie bounce back from an Iona to 2?
Draw 2, see what we get. Fog Crystal.
I think he really wants to see a Curlia here.
You can definitely find one with Fog Crystal. Basic or just psychic?
Has to be basic and a psychic energy. Or a psychic energy, excuse me. Mew's a good target, though.
Counting up the psychic energy there, Paulus.
Charlie's deck is looking pretty thin here. He hits the psychic.
It's a nice grab.
He had 1 psychic in the deck and he hit it. Off of, what is that called? Miraculous Shine? I think that's the ability name.
Ultra Ball?
Ultra Ball for another Curlia. Oh, that's the Mirage Step Curlia, so just being a little bit more beefy. Nothing wrong with that play. Charlie kind of realizing that this is a really good situation for him. If he can find himself another Iono, I think he's in great shape.
And I guess he's going to take the KO here on this Cramorant, going down to 3.
VIP pass is no help. Just take the
Just
110.
take the 110.
Big turn here for Charlie. He needs to find himself a Gardevoir EX, I believe. Finds himself a boss. That's not something you really want. Does have the Gardevoir. Does he have the energy to not put... He does. He has the energy in hand, so no energy commitment to this Gardevoir.
Mm-hmm. Able to take a clean KO on the Cramorant, not damaging itself.
Paul does have a escape rope in his hand. So that does mean he can play the escape rope to switch into another Comfy or an attacker of his choice. But
Iono.
a big Iono. Iono to 1. Charlie just kind of hit the perfect cards he needed.
Show us. Show us. He doesn't show us.
This is a big turn.
Psychic energy.
Does choose to put that.
Yeah. Because he could have just manualed, right? Did he? Yeah.
Big KO here. We're going to need to see a really good top deck. Clara Switch would do it. Pidgeot V. Was that a Pokegear?
Well, we have a flower
selecting. I think you town store first. Yep, let's see the town store. Thin the deck as much as humanly possible. I think it is a Pokegear.
Yeah, Pokegear.
Pokegear for boss. Or Clara. Clara would be the winning card.
Cards left in deck.
Because if he plays the Clara, he now has the tool. He's down to 1 prize. He could punch something for 280. He needs escape rope, and this game is over. Big Comfy here. Was that escape rope? It is an escape rope.
Yeah, that's one of them.
That is one piece of the puzzle here. We need to see this.
For
this
Clara.
has to be a Clara. If it's Clara, then the game is Paul's for the victory.
There doesn't look like there's that much deck.
Let's see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah, no,
that's right, hon. 6. I didn't see the Clara.
No, I don't think. I think he would have thrown.
But the
it
Charizard might get him there. Charizard swings for 250. That bench Gardevoir is 70 damage, so Charizard I think is going to be just good enough.
Does he have
Charizard? Oh no, Charizard's not in the hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't have it in hand.
How much damage does Pidgeot V do? He's so close.
Wow. And for Charlie to come back this way, you know?
Well, actually, he doesn't play double turbo, right?
He's thinking about the escape rope now. For a flower selecting.
If he escape ropes, it brings something to the active. Guaranteed. But he has to dig for 1 more card.
That he's going to try.
Raihan, if he finds the Charizard here, then he's good enough. Because if he gets a Charizard, he benches the Charizard, plays the Raihan, gets a switch, it's game over. He scooped.
What?
Unclear.
Why did he scoop?
Why? Yeah, Charlie seems
scooped it
visibly-
up.
Yeah, I am not sure.
I think Paul took game one, kind of stole it. He really had outs, but that was a very dangerous game. I mean, he had the Raihan to grab an energy out of the discard pile. He could attach the tool to Comfy, but he would need 2 more energy, which he can't do.
Yeah, the out was there to go grab the Clara with the Pokegear, but like the Charizard was still so possible.
Yeah, I think Charlie made a mistake scooping the cards up just a little bit too early there.
I'm very curious to know why. Huh. Well,
Well, let's see what game 2 brings here. Do we want to go get clarification that Charlie actually scooped? Because it looked like he scooped. Let's find out what actually happened there.
ooh, starting off with Zacian though.
No basics.
basic.
Zacian is not the card you want to see.
Yeah, that's just a free 2 prizes. I don't
Yeah,
get
Charlie
it.
looks a little bit not happy about the result of that. Paul won.
Yeah, Paul did in fact win.
Wow. I kind of wish he drew the next 2 cards just so we could see what the Comfy would have been. Because
mean-
if he found the Charizard, it was game over regardless.
Charlie's starting hand this time is great.
It's just not his optimal starter. That's probably the worst starter he could go
Yeah,
for.
if it was a Mew,
Because I don't think he plays anything 2 prize other than the one of Zacian, and that's exactly what he finds. Paul, on the other hand, does find a Comfy.
takes the extra card. Charlie deciding to go first this time.
Gonna play a little bit quicker here because we're down to 30 minutes for 2 more games.
Yeah, that's the thing when you're a setup deck versus you're kind of like you are a basic deck like Paul.
Smart,
That
right?
you're able to feel a little bit better about time because your deck doesn't require as much building as Charlie's does.
Level ball for another route, so let's just get as many boys out as possible. Or I guess in this game they're girls because they turn into Gardevoirs. Not Galades, unfortunately.
What do you know anymore?
All 4 routes are here. Roar of the Sword.
Ugh, well,
Paul's opener isn't terrible. You know, he's got options. The double nest ball.
I think so. I battle VIP pass Charlie. He would have just slammed it.
Imagine printing a card that's 2 nest balls in 1 card. Yep, that's what that card is.
Yeah, he has 2
One
nest
at a
balls in the
time.
hand. Well, yeah, you never know. Assessing the prizes, I'm sure.
So I think he's going to grab that Pidgeot V here. Because he has the Forest Seal Stone. Yeah.
Gonna go right away with it. Yep. What does this grab for us? Colress? Or
We
no,
could see a
Battle
Colress.
VIPs?
He does have another. He has a Cramorant and a Nest Ball in hand. So he could grab himself another Comfy if he wanted to. Or the Sableye. And he would just have all his options on the board at that point. He doesn't really need VIP pass here. So I feel like Colress is correct.
Gonna have a lot of future Colresses and
Looks
Flower
like he's going to go for that VIP pass. It does remove a dead card out of the deck later,
Mhm.
so I don't hate this play.
Yeah. If Flower selecting, battle VIP pass, an easy pitch, but
Looks like we're going to go for double Comfies we're eyeing up here.
thinking Cram for sure.
Can you imagine if we had Battle VIP pass when Gardevoir GX was a deck? Who needs Bridget, dude? This play too-
Sebastian Inks would be losing his mind.
I
That was
know.
the same format as like Zoroark as well, so that
Who
would have been
needs
crazy.
who needs Bridget when you have double VIP pass?
You spend your supporter and building a board? What a nerd.
We had Brooklet Hill. That was pretty broken.
That's true. But
Don't we have a Brooklet Hill now? Isn't that what Moonlit Hill does?
I know what? No, Moonlit Hill heals.
Okay. But there is another Brooklet Hill style card
I
coming
thought
out.
there was. I can't think of what type.
I know there was
No.
no, there was the Lightning Dragon one.
Yeah. Maybe
Not
that's
Stormy
one.
Mountain.
Stormy Mountain. Oh, he had a Colress anyways. My boy Minior is getting the cold shoulder in this series.
He's not meant for this matchup. It's okay. It's okay.
There's not many that it is. He's still my boy. He's the star of the show.
It's so much damage.
No pun intended.
Probably get rid of the grass.
Oh, the
That's a tough
devolution in the
choice.
grass. I
Yeah.
think you pitched the grass.
Yeah, keep the devolution.
See you later, grass energy. Although we don't know what he saw in his prizes, so it's very possible that he doesn't have that much energy in the deck. So decisions like this are really going to be big later on. But yep, going to get rid of that grass energy.
I think that's usually the correct one. I mean, again, prizes. Escape rope, putting up, one of them routes.
Dangerous putting up a routes, but he didn't really have a choice because there's 4 of them. Well, we're definitely not getting rid of that Charizard, that's for sure. What was the other option? Fog Crystal?
Yeah, that's...
See you later, Fog Crystal. He needs the energy, though.
Yeah, over the Zard.
Oh, he's getting rid of the
MG.
Charizard. Who needs a Radiant?
Who needs a Zard?
He's like,
Oh.
I didn't use it last game. It's
Oh.
fine.
My shirt. My shirt.
Why am I leaking?
See a switch card for this, Cramorant? Or we're just gonna.
I think that's why I got the energy. He had to pay a retreat.
Oh, Paul doesn't have any energy problems.
Yep,
Yep.
catch retreat. Big Cram, see you later, Waltz.
Going according to plan here. Oh,
Playing another Nest Ball?
Nest Ball? Lovable.
I'm gonna grab the other Cramorant probably.
Thinking that the Zacian's just gonna, be right. So may not have switch options in hand. Wants to save pivot to something that can swing, or maybe has the escape rope for next turn. And if you can't evolve all of these routes here,
Oh, we got Raihan too.
Nice.
Too bad the Charizard's gone. Oh, Mirage Step comes out to play.
Iono, nicely timed.
Yeah, Charlie's just like, let's go. Come on, we don't have time for this. 5, 6. Rare candy into the other Gardevoir, not EX. Could allow him to draw a little bit of cards here. Hit some energy. No. Does find the Mew. Kind of dangerous to bench the Mew when you know that a Sableye is coming.
Now, if Paul plays an escape rope, he could just put up that Gardevoir.
Oh yeah,
Jirachi,
there's this
okay.
the Jirachi. No Sableye for you. Sableye doesn't matter anymore, and your Charizard's gone. You're gonna cram me for the rest of the game.
But with only 24 minutes here.
Gonna see that Storm Slash come down here. Opts to keep the TM and get rid of the Counter Catcher. Interesting play. Counter Catcher not doing very much this turn, but the TM being very powerful later. We would love to see him get rid of some of these Battle VIP passes, but Paul has nothing in his hand outside of Attach Retreat. I think we saw double VIP pass Roxanne, Super Rod, the TM, and an Energy.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good stuff happening in his hand.
There's an Escape Rope and a Colress. Colress is pretty good. Escape Rope also being very good. Colress will allow him to get to 7 in the Lost Zone.
I think he needs more options for sure. I think he takes the Colress. As
Fine.
unfortunate it is to not keep the escape rope. I think the Colress is the one to keep. All right.
I don't know. You could always find another Escape Rope off Colress. You also have the energy to attach retreat. Oh,
You know, he
attach
gave
retreat.
up the Zard, so I guess. All right, we're going crazy.
I don't hate this play. It guarantees another prize.
Can't give up the Jirachi, right? So it has to be a Ralts or a Curly.
He could have put up the other
Could have put up the
Gardevoir,
Gardevoir.
but then the Gardevoir is guaranteed to not do much.
And
A Snap
Gardevoir.
Iono.
That honestly might have helped Paul because
Oh
his
my
hand was
gosh.
not great.
There's no Curlias. Double energy. Oh boy. That is pretty good. Wow, Paul's hand still is just
Take the
not
knockout on
thin.
the cram. Now we just have
Oh
4
my
Comfeys.
goodness.
Oh boy.
Super effective glasses, Tropius, Pidgeot. Oh, there is another energy. No.
Well, there's no Zard, so get rid of the fire. Pokegear, what do you want to see here?
Probably a Clara or nothing. There's the Clara.
Clara.
Okay. So this allows you to get double Cramorant back, but like you got to swing twice into this Zacian. That at this point is going to take 3 prizes.
No boss's orders here on the list for Paul, so
I feel like pitching that Radiant Charizard was everything.
Paul gave up a counter catcher already. Like, you need to deal with this. This Jirachi is a problem.
Yeah, double Cramorant's definitely coming back here. It's your only attack.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got. Zacian was able to just eat one of those attacks. Yeah, it's not great. The unfortunate loss of Zard, I still don't agree with it.
Do we know what Pidgeot does? I think it does like 70.
Just in case it needs to strike.
Or blustery wings or whatever.
Yeah, the vanishing wings.
Attach the grass energy to retreat.
It's a Pidgeot V.
Yeah. Flight Surf. If you have a stadium, it does 160. Not horrible. That's pretty bad. It does kill the Gardevoir on the bench with 140, but that's about it. Charlie's just going in now.
Yeah, Charlie's in commanding position of this game right now.
Charlie's like, I don't
21
care
minutes
if you
left
kill
in
my
it.
Zacian.
So, can we get to finish a game 3?
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
What? Where? When are you?
2008. I do think you retreat this Zacian, though. You know, just swing with that Gardevoir if you can. Because you don't want to forfeit the 2 prizes. It's safe on the bench from the Jirachi. From Sableye, anyways. Paul doesn't play any boss.
Yeah, this is just rough. That Jirachi sealing out the Sableye. The
Draw
lost
2
Zard
more.
is gone.
Did find the Gardevoir EX, but at this point he doesn't have another Curlia. Double VIP pass gone. We're going to grab ourselves a Relt.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie can kind of coast this way.
I mean, everything is less than 140.
Though we need to win, it's Charlie.
I think Charlie's in a pretty commanding position just because that Radiant Zard's gone.
Yeah.
Yep. Pay 2, retreat. Let's go ahead and swing for a whole lot.
Enough to KO. It's another Cramorant down.
Pidgeot V got me 4 prizes against Lax today. Hey, whatever works, right? We see the Comfy. A draw for turn is another battle VIP pass. No help there. Does have a town store to draw a card effectively. Switch card or a supporter.
Okay.
Man, these choices.
I mean, your options really just for Paul at the end of the day come to Cram.
Yeah.
That's all you got left.
I mean, what I would go for the supporter probably. You can't attach a treat. Cram doesn't care about energy cost, so I mean, you kind of just have to, right? 5, 6, and 7 grabs a Colress here, which will allow him to draw another search option.
If Paul is able to somehow get out of the act of switching to Cram, find a counter catcher. Since that is live now, he could knock out that Zacian and bring it back to 2 to 3, but...
Well, one of the counter catchers got
Well, you
hand.
know one of the counter catchers is gone.
Yeah. He does have one in hand, I believe, but...
Because that avenue is that's all you got. And Paul goes down to 2, Charlie goes down to 3, and then we're back to, well, that's the last counter catcher. So you're back to still cramming.
You're going to have to play the Colress here, but you can grab yourself a tool, if there is one. It does have the TM. Devolution is also an option. It's not going to take any prizes again, but you could attach it to the Comfy and use it. So if anything was rare candy, then that would be another Gardevoir gone. But that opens the avenue for Charlie to get a Gardevoir EX out.
Yep. Colorist is being played.
Well, that's gone. VIP pass, easy choice there.
Super Rod, Fog Crystal, Psychic
Definitely
Energy.
getting Fog Crystal gone now too, since the second Psychic is in.
Was that another store?
Yeah, you get rid of the Fog Crystal. Both Psychics are gone. Well, one's in hand.
We just received word from the desk that Hunter Butler has unfortunately been cooked in his top 8 match. He played a Charizard Mirror.
Oh, free top 8, dude. $500 in my pocket.
Well, he said this one would have been sweaty. It was a mirror match, but it sounds like he was unfortunate in the Char Civic Valley. Was not.
I think he was playing Baldy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Hunty B.
See, if I would... So I don't like this play. And the reason I don't like this play is because if you were going to devolve everything anyways, and you had to attach Retreat, just do it with Comfy. Right?
Versus risking your cram.
Yeah, now you have a Cram up there that's doing absolutely nothing, and you lost an attacker for no reason.
And you're staring at a Gardevoir.
Unless you played a Switch and I missed it, because I was looking at the message that Ryan, or not Ryan, Hunter got cooked.
Level ball. Searching for
Probably another Ralts, yep.
down 16 minutes left in time. Discarding the EXP share.
I think he saw the screamtail there.
It's kind of amazing that the Zacian is still alive.
Well, no boss. I mean, that's what happens.
Two counter capture.
This is definitely Charlie's game to win, though.
Yeah.
And there's the counter catcher number 2.
No Cram left, though. We need a. Yeah.
That's the third.
There's
third
no
energy
Zard,
gone.
So,
Nothing that matters.
All right. What do we clap back with here, Paul? At this point, Charlie has a commanding lead.
I really don't hate catching the Jirachi.
Taking the KO?
I mean, then you open a door to Sableye, you'll have... No, it's too late now.
No, it seems like he would have.
Yeah, it's too, if it was one prize before...
So he has to super out of these back, right? And then he's shuffling, so he doesn't have the search.
I would go to game 3.
I think I would.
I think you just scoop go game 3. Like, you're going to swing 110 at this, and then what? Like, what's going to happen?
Then your single prizer is knocked out. Charlie goes down to 1, and then what do? Charlie will win the exchange of blows.
I mean, if you can get yourself another Cramorant and kill that Zacian, maybe, right?
That's still, it's not a secure path.
There's Cramorant. Both Cramorants.
Yeah.
Get rid of Town Store, probably.
Yeah, the Battle VIP pass.
Both of them are here. There is a path to victory here, and I mean, it's grimy, but it's there. I mean, counter catcher up that Zacian, KO it, get 2 prizes, let Charlie go down to 1. You're at 2 again.
I don't know, man. Like, without the Zard, I just don't see how Paul can steal a victory away.
Attach for turn as a pivot, KO this, and now he's got Raihan as an option. But, I mean, he's got the tool, but he's got to be at a certain amount of energy.
I don't know. Not making it any easy.
Town Store is in play, so he does still have an option. Now, is the TM based off of my prizes or your prizes? Not that one, the other one. Crisis Punch. Yeah, Crisis Punch. You can, if your opponent has exactly one prize. So there is an out here. But he needs to get some damage down on that other Gardevoir. The Gardevoir
I
EX.
think that path is a stretch. I don't know if it's real. Yeah, take my giant spirit bomb.
Did not promote.
He didn't.
I don't think it matters.
I think it's asking for too much
Yep,
here.
game 3, let's go.
Game 3. 13 minutes going.
Need to play a very speedy game 3. Charlie taking that one. But when it comes down to it, in time, because they play by prizes, right? In top. So if they play by prizes, I feel like Charlie's going to be behind unless he just goes Rare Candy Gardevoir instantly and just starts swinging.
You know, start Zacian again, but Paul not having anything, and then just go Zacian. I don't know, but it's kind of tough here.
But yeah, that would have been a
the
totally
amount of time
different
that's
game. Completely different game if that switch card hit the grave or the Lost Zone instead of the Radiant Zard.
Yeah,
that's the lifeblood of the deck.
I just don't agree with losing the Radiant Zard. As soon as that draw cheat came down, locking out Sableye too, like you're just left with Cram.
Yep. But more than likely going to do a quick shuffle. Let's get this started here. Battle VIP Pass and the Hispian Heavy Ball. Do we see a basic?
No basic out of Paul.
No basic. That was a great hand otherwise.
Otherwise, yes. Lots of resources, information. Charlie? Couldn't see what he started with. Not a lot of time left, gentlemen. Hurry up with the shuffling.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Let's go. Sir, your deck is not in north to south orientation. Oh, basic. No basic.
Oh, mama.
That hand was so good, too.
Just giving Charlie 2 free mulligans, too. That's crazy.
Charlie's like, we take these, but not in time, so hurry up, dude.
It's like the one thing you can't control either.
Because it does come down to prices, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Some
Win conditions.
Some very quick aggression from Cram.
So look, they go into turns, and then since there has to be a declared winner, then it would go by the prize count. Yeah. And
we have
Minior.
a basic. We have Minior.
No.
Oh,
okay.
Whew. And
But the hand didn't
VIP pass. The hand is
didn't look amazing.
We'll see if he can stabilize. Maybe he has a switch option.
Going for another VIP pass.
VIP pass.
Hand's crazy.
Can't hate that. Come on.
Deck's nuts.
Gotta go turbo Paul here. Let's go.
Look at Charlie's
10 minutes.
face. I saw the double pass. He's like, oh boy.
Hey, Charlie got 2 free cards out of that. Let's see what his hand looks like here. A couple psychic energy.
This is gonna be a double comfy, double Cramorant.
Come on, Paul. Paul, you just gotta go in, Paul.
Is Charizard prize?
Figure out Charizard's prize later, bud. Come on. You have 9 minutes here. Yep.
Only gonna grab 3.
Grab the other Cram.
Charizard's not prized.
Unless there's only one Cram.
Gonna grab the Mana
What
Fee.
the what?
He must have prized a Comfy.
Or a Cram.
And the Pidgeot. Pidgeot did not come down here.
You can't Pidgeot him. You can't beat, right? No, you can. What the heck? Yeah, you can.
Hello?
is there standings and brackets? No, we ran the tournament off of Tom today, so it's not ran off Limitless where we can just readily have that information available. But I can quickly tell you who made top 8. There was 88 Masters, and we had Pablo Marquez on Moon, Baldemar on Charizard, Paul, who you're seeing on stream right now, playing Lost Zard, Sally, so Brandon Salazar playing Miraidon, Sean Cowan playing Gardevoir, Charlie Curry, see playing right now, playing Gardevoir, Hunter Butler playing Charizard, and then Ivan Tabares playing Charizard.
Crazy. And Hunter lost.
And Hunter lost. Sadly. Rip Hunter.
Switch card or fire energy. Might want the fire energy this time around. Yep, keeps the fire energy.
3 in a Lost Zone. Turn 1's pretty good.
Yeah, and he established a pretty decent board
Attach,
here.
Artisan, what, Iono? Playing super fast here. Quick deck search. What's prize? Don't know. Put it back down. Let's go. Come on, Charlie.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta go.
If it's prized, it's prized. I need to take a prize here.
Manaphy, Iono. Yeah.
Nothing like warm Aquafina.
And we have another Ralts. Decent as we can do here. Oh, you also have to get energy with this, or do we get another
Charlie
Ralts?
got really well set up here.
Yeah. I mean, if that Manaphy was a...
Probably grab an energy because he has Radiant Greninja in his hand.
That's good. Oh, no, he gets another Ralts. Does he have energy in hand?
He definitely has Radiant Greninja in hand.
Okay.
He benched the Manaphy though. I'm not a big fan.
I don't. Well, it was before the Iono, but I mean,
I would have just bottomed that.
oh, it is.
He does have the Greninja and an energy.
Okay, so he's gonna dump 2 energy card and something. Mew.
Gets the rare candy. I think that's a huge hit.
Nice. 2. Yeah, hit 2 of them that time, but
He needs this Mew to survive. Yep.
Okay.
Don't want to forfeit the prize. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Your first inclination might be normally I give up the Manaphy, but
Oh, top deck's a Colress off of the Iono. Can use Artisan to grab himself a dude.
yeah. I wonder if he's keeping that bench space open for a Pidgeot. I enough to Sableye.
He doesn't have bench space for the Jirachi. So now we just go aggro into Sableye, take multiple prizes.
Yeah, you're only at 3 lost so right now though, so you can't. But yeah, like if you allow Charlie to have a bench space free up again, then he can drop down that Jirachi. Of course, this is a 130 HP Greninja, so
We're definitely getting rid of that nest ball there. Probably the grass as well. That puts us to 5.
interesting. Got rid of the store.
I guess Artisan's not doing anything for him. Man. I would hold the counter catcher, but I guess it depends on how much energy you need. You already had the grass in hand for a retreat if you needed it. Could be an escape rope here, which is going to guarantee a prize card. Clara and the Mirage Gate. I think you let Mirage Gate go.
Yeah.
It isn't one of, but you don't need it. See you later. Clara's too good.
Thinking twice.
5 minutes left in time. We need to make a decision fast.
Come on, Paul.
Probably
Paul,
eyeing
go.
up that Tropius, saying, "Oh, maybe this is good," but no, that Clara's just all too good.
Yeah.
And we are now at 7 in the
Cross the
lost.
Cross the threshold for Mirage Gate. Haha.
Town store.
Yeah.
Grab ourselves a card. Attach
Hit
retreat.
energy. Yep, it's a retreat. Dropped a friend.
You can see the Cramorant and knockout.
Yep.
First prize goes to Paul. Time is posted on the wall, so they should know how much time is left. Charlie needs to go. Curlia. Energy. Oh, God.
Whoa.
Level balls to Curlia.
Yep, there it is.
Grab it, search it, Curlia.
I think certainly next turn Paul is getting to 10. This is the turn to evolve as much as you can.
I don't think he has another Colress, but he definitely has 3 Comfy.
This is the ebb and flow of playing these grindy mid-range decks too, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get into a time situation like this, it kind of sucks for both players because both decks here really have to stretch to get their legs going.
Ultra Ball Curlia is a very good 2 cards. So now he has the rare candy option as well. So he could rare candy in the Gardevoir EX. Opts to pitch it.
Maybe afraid of the devolution
I guess.
in like a pinch situation, like time.
I think he's just going to retreat into the Radiant Greninja again.
Because that would stink if you got like devolution, then you just like rare candy the majority of your Gardevoir right now.
He could have another one too.
So to answer the question in chat too, if they run out of time, what happens? Draw. So what happens is they're in a top cut scenario, so nobody can draw here. Somebody has to win so the tournament can continue into its final rounds. So what happens now is since they're both 1-1, it'll go down to win conditions, and that win condition is first they'll play their overtime of 3 turns, so they each get 2 more turns basically because it goes 0, 1, 2,
Damn.
3, and then after that it goes by how many prize cards are remaining on either side. Whoever has the least prize cards is declared the winner of that game, therefore winning the set.
Sableye is no
huge
longer.
turn
Yeah,
from-
that was a big Charlie turn there.
Huge turn from Charlie. Putting down the Jirachi, locking out that Sableye, dropping down that reversal energy, getting the KO using Gardevoir.
It's going to be really hard for Paul to take another prize now. He pretty much has to counter catcher, but he can't. So he escape ropes, and Charlie just puts up Greninja, and it doesn't make a prize. So this is definitely Charlie's game to win. Unless we devolve, I mean, that's kind of the only play here.
Escape rope is coming down.
Yep, there it is.
Up the
That's exactly what we thought was going to happen.
Free. Yeah, because unfortunately this time around there's no 20 damage on it.
It's going to have to go ahead and swing at it for 110.
Feels bad. Feels bad.
110. Minute 50 left. Charlie must love to see that. Level ball for another Curlia, perhaps, or a Ralts. Just going to fail the search. Definitely seeing his way to victory here. Attach and research. Let's go. 7 new cards. Ultra Ball will allow him to get a Gardevoir EX. Pitching double energy. Definitely want to use the Curlia before you evolve, though.
We're down to our minute now.
Or not. He says, nope, we don't have time for that. Let's go. I don't need to draw cards.
Big boy.
40 damage, kill it, go.
Respond to this, go. Little tap from Charlie.
Paul needs to play super fast to get a full turn in here.
Is Zard the move here?
Zard doesn't save him because it's only going to bring him to 290 and he can't place damage counters.
This is tough here. Paul's damage is essentially very much checked.
I think counter catcher the Jirachi, then play into, or counter catcher the Curlia, maybe. Cramorant it. And then you just get whacked by this big Gardevoir again.
Down to 10 seconds left.
Oh, and that actually, so we're a couple seconds behind probably, but I'm hearing a big beep from out in the front right now.
So that is going to be time for all players. So Paul is turn 0. And based off prizes, this is going to be Charlie's game to win. Paul basically has to take a prize here no matter what.
And judging by them looking around them, the judges at the table with them.
This is tough again. Having a Pokegear in hand, but knowing that your deck doesn't contain a boss's order, seriously, great counter catcher would be the play.
If he had just a little bit more damage on this Gardevoir.
If Greninja had 110 HP instead of 130.
Yeah. What supporter could he possibly want?
What is it going to be? There's a Colress in there, but I mean, I just don't see what's safe.
Roxanne?
I think it's. Yeah,
I mean,
but to what end?
Yeah, you could pretty much. You could give Charlie no hand and he still has game on the table.
Just think about those great abilities there. Like you have the energy acceleration, and in Gardevoir you have the draw acceleration from Greninja, an energy facilitator as well. Then there's the Jirachi just hanging out there, locking out a significant portion of Paul's deck. What do?
Charlie kind of shaking his head here. thinking, "Yep, I'm chilling."
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of crazy. We were saying like, yeah, Paul's deck early aggression could pick apart Charlie's weak starts, but Charlie is able to stabilize here, throw up big boy, and lock Paul's deck, function in at least by one of its components here. All of a sudden, puts Charlie in a favorable position to win.
Salt in the wound would be that Turo's, just
Oh yeah,
AZ the
I
active.
did he play it in this game or was it the last game?
You know what? I think he did play the Turo on the Mew.
Yeah, I think that's already gone.
Does he play Palpad?
Right.
Nope. Who needs Palpad when you're in top 8?
Is this the second turn?
This is turn 1. So Charlie is turn 1. And then
So
Paul will be
0,
turn
1,
2.
yes.
Charlie has a book of cards in his hand. Double VIP pass, second Gardevoir EX. I think setting up that second Gardevoir is kind of right. Because if he does devolve, yes, he'll kill the active and get rid of the attacker on the bench, but then what? Drew the Charizard, but doesn't have an energy. Doesn't have a Raihan either. Going for the retreat. Probably just going to attach the energy right back.
And just like, what do? 110 3 times? No time.
I mean, if Sableye was live, this would be pretty scary. Oh, he's going to get rid of the damage.
Well, that's nice.
This is Paul's last turn.
Yeah. That's it. And the Kramer goes down. Now, what can we do?
Draws a third switch card. That's kind of what they do. I mean, you can definitely go big on the Lost Zone now. This is where a nice Tina Lost Impact would come in.
What's the line of play here? He just goes for a cram.
I don't think there's any. Yeah, I don't think that's it. And
He
maybe
found
he'll
the
recognize
Raihan.
it and just concede it. But
He found the Raihan and the counter catcher. He needs both of those cards. Yeah. That's a wrap. That was like the worst 2 cards he could have found. Yep, he's kind of shaking his head. He's like, this is the worst possible solution. Lost my other Raihan or lost my last counter catcher?
I think you keep the counter catcher. It's not great either way. Yep.
Good game.
Yep. That's it. Paul recognizing the state of the game, and Charlie takes it.
So Charlie bouncing back from conceding too fast game 1.
Mm-hmm.
All the way through game 2. Power